Welcome to the longest running quiz show in the area. Categories. High school students compete to answer questions on topics from art to science, history to current events. And now, here's your categories host, John Bartell.
Hey, welcome to Categories and our championship game of the 2011-2012 Categories Tournament as we bring you the Blue Valley West Jaguars versus the Shawnee Mission East Lancers. Let's go ahead and meet our competitors. First from West.
Hi, I'm Walker Womack, Jaguar Ranger Yellow, a senior.
I'm Peter Bushman, Jaguar Ranger Red, and I'm a senior.
Whit Womack, Jaguar Ranger Green, senior.
I'm Sham Narayanan, Jaguar Ranger Blue, and I'm a freshman.
Avery Haskell, Jaguar Ranger Pink, senior.
And our competitors from Shawnee Mission East.
I'm Matthew Williamson. I'm a junior, but no code names, sorry.
Mark, I'm in the same boat, and I'm a senior.
Polly Hahn, I'm a junior.
Brian Phillips, sophomore. Aiden Conley, better known as Cobra Commander.
And Aiden is Cobra Commander, senior, junior, sophomore?
I'm a senior.
Okay.
Senior Cobra Commander.
Fantastic.
That's how it goes down.
All right, here on Categories, as it's been all season and during our tournament, during the first round, a question is asked of one team. If they respond correctly, they earn a point. If they respond incorrectly, the other team will get a chance to steal. So here we go. Shawnee Mission East, you did win the coin toss before we started taping, and your category is U.S. history. Which American president opened our current relations with China in 1972 with the Shanghai Communique? Aiden.
Nixon.
Nixon is correct. West, geography, world geography to be exact, is your category. Only two world capitals are north of 60 degrees north latitude. One is Reykjavik, Iceland. What is the other? Sean.
Moscow?
It is not Moscow. Lancers, chance to steal this world geography question. Only two world capitals are north of 60 degrees north latitude. One is Reykjavik, Iceland. What is the other? Matt.
Oslo, Norway.
That is not. I'm sorry. That is incorrect. It's Helsinki, Finland. Helsinki, Finland. Lancers, you do get the next category, however, and it is fine arts, artists. Francois Auguste Rodin is a famous French artist. For what field of art is he best known? Matt.
Sculpture.
Sculpture is correct. West, next category for you is sports. The speed of a professional or college football player is usually measured by his time in what length sprint? Avery.
Meters.
I'm sorry, cannot accept that. Lancers, so you have the chance to steal this sports category. The speed of a professional or college football player is usually measured by his time in what length sprint? Mark.
40 meters.
I'm sorry, cannot accept that either. It's 40 yards. 40 yards. Lancers, you do get the next category. It is literature. In which story by Hans Christian Andersen is there a child in the crowd who says, "But he has nothing on"? Matt?
The Emperor's New Clothes.
That is correct, The Emperor's New Clothes. West, science is your category. Some of the characteristics of these birds are as follows. Eyes are fixed. Head seems to be able to turn almost 360 degrees. What birds am I talking about? Whit?
Owls.
Owls is correct. Lancers, U.S. history is your category. Amelia Earhart helped form an organization called the 99s, which still exists today. The membership of the 99s is made up of blank blank. Aiden.
Women aviators.
Women aviators, women pilots. Very good. Jaguars, general knowledge is your category. It once was government policy to pay off the mortgage of any serviceman killed in action. This situation gave rise to what cliche, meaning to die or be killed? Sean.
To kick the bucket?
I'm sorry, kick the bucket is incorrect. Lancers, general knowledge is the category. It once was government policy to pay off the mortgage of any serviceman killed in action. This situation gave rise to what cliche, meaning to die or be killed? Brian.
To cash it in.
I'm sorry, cash it in is also incorrect. It's bought the farm. Bought the farm. He bought the farm. Lancers, you do get the next category. It is literature journalism. Once edited by William Cullen Bryant, this New York evening paper has the longest continuous publication of any American newspaper. Name it. Polly.
The New York Post.
It is the New York Post. Blue Valley West, language, grammar. There are 4 grammatical kinds of sentences. What type of sentence has 2 or more independent clauses and 1 or more dependent clauses? Peter.
Compound complex.
That's the one we're looking for. Very good. East, geography, museums. Locate this museum, the Field Museum of Natural History. Brian.
Chicago.
Chicago is correct. West, musical instruments is your category. What is the largest musical instrument? Avery.
Tuba.
I'm sorry, cannot accept tuba. Lancers, chance to steal this musical instruments category. What is the largest musical instrument? Matt.
Grand piano.
I'm sorry, cannot accept grand piano. We're looking for pipe organ. Pipe organ. Shawnee Mission East, art history is your category. What portrait is said to have been at the bedside of Leonardo da Vinci as he lay dying? Polly.
The Mona Lisa.
It is the Mona Lisa. Very good. Jaguars, math is your category. Convert 220 minutes to hours and minutes. Sean.
3 hours and 40 minutes.
That's exactly right on the money. East, U.S. government is your category. It consists of a board of governors, an advisory council, an open market committee, 12 federal banks, and over 5,700 commercial member banks. Name it. Aiden.
What is the Federal Reserve Bank?
That is correct. Blue Valley West, sports, another sports category question. What does a baseball player do in a game if he hits for the cycle? Walker.
Tries to hit a home run, hits it hard.
I'm sorry, cannot accept that. Lancers, chance to steal this sports category. What does a baseball player do in a game if he hits for the cycle? Brian.
It's a single, a double, a triple, and a home run.
That is correct. Lancers, you do get the next category. It is science. Of the following types of clouds, so this is multiple choice, the ones which occur at the greatest height are called cirrus, cumulus, nimbus, or stratus. Matt.
Cirrus.
Cirrus is correct. West, science, animals is your category. What animal has the largest eye? Whit.
The giant squid.
The giant squid. European history for you, Lancers. Name the mother of King James I of England. Mark.
Queen Mary.
Sorry, cannot accept that. West, you have a chance to steal this European history category. Name the mother of King James I of England. Walker.
It is Mary, Queen of Scots.
Mary, Queen of Scots is what we were looking for. West, you do get the next category. It is general knowledge. Blackjack is a popular card game. By which other name is blackjack known? Sean.
21.
21 is the one we're looking for. Lancers, literature is your category. To lengthen thy life, lessen thy meals. This advice, still timely, appears in what work by Benjamin Franklin? Brian.
Poor Richard's Almanac.
That's exactly right. Blue Valley West, vocabulary is your category. Used in medieval times, these heavy leather gloves were covered by little iron plates. What were they called? Walker.
Gauntlet.
Gauntlet, very good. Shawnee Mission East, geography is your category. It is multiple choice. The shortest distance from New York to central Siberia is a route which passes over London, Tokyo, the North Pole, or Hawaii? Aiden.
The North Pole.
The North Pole. Jaguars, government is your category. In 1983, Penn Kimball found that the U.S. government had been spying on him for most of his life. He made this discovery under the provisions of what law? Avery.
Freedom of Information Act.
That's exactly right. Very good. Shawnee Mission East, the next category for you is sports. What are the Sicilian defense and the King's Gambit? Mark.
Chess openings.
Chess openings, very good. Blue Valley West, math, another math category for you. If the area of a square is 49 square inches, what is the perimeter? Sean.
28.
28, very good. Shawnee Mission East, art, sculpture is your category. What alloy is used in the majority of metal sculptures? Matt.
Bronze.
Bronze is correct. Presidential history for you, Blue Valley West. How many presidents were elected during the 50s? Walker.
4.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Lancers, chance to steal this presidential history category. How many presidents were elected during the 50s? Aiden.
1.
1, correct. Eisenhower was the only one elected during that time. Shawnee Mission East, science, environment is your category. It's a fairly long question, so please pay attention. A marine biologist, she delighted in the title, Fools Along the Main Shore. She also wrote a book which eventually had a great influence on the establishment of the Environmental Protection Agency 8 years after her death. What is her name? Polly?
Rachel Carson.
Rachel Carson is the correct answer. Very good. Jaguars, world geography is your category. The Acropolis is a hill located in Athens, Greece. Where is the Palatine Hill located? Walker.
Rome, Italy.
Rome, Italy. Very good. Shawnee Mission East, vocabulary. A rejoinder or reply to an argument in a debate is called what? Mark.
A rebuttal.
A rebuttal. And I don't know if you heard it, but I believe that was the siren to end the first half here on categories. And going into our halftime, Shawnee Mission East has a lead of 17 to Blue Valley West 10. As we go into this part of our program, normally we do a campus update, but we have not had a chance to award our regular season champions, which is Blue Valley West, who went the season 4-0. I present you guys with this trophy.
Thank you.
And also, everybody deserves a medal. So, Win, here you go. And Sean, here's yours. Avery.
Thank you.
Walker. And Peter. And I do know that you also had other competitors that had helped out throughout the season. And so here are some additional medals for them. Thank you very much. All right. And as we head back into our second half here, as you can see that both teams have advanced through the regular season play and our tournament to make it to this round, our championship game here, as Blue Valley West is taking on Shawnee Mission East. As we head into our second round, it is the lightning round in which questions will be placed on the floor for either team to answer. And we will start off our lightning round with the look and listen question, which, may I remind everybody, it could be look and listen. It could just be look. Could just be listen. And it is worth 2 points. So when the first team that rings in will have a chance to answer the question. And if they are incorrect, the other team will get a chance to steal. So here is our look and listen question. Who was the winning pitcher in the following game? Brian.
Brett Saberhagen.
Brett Saberhagen is correct. So 2 points to you. And now we resume the regular portion of our lightning round in which questions are placed on the floor for either team to answer. So both teams, here we go. Economics is the category. Something of value that a borrower uses as a guarantee that he will repay. Aiden? Collateral is correct. Government, courts for both teams. The Supreme Court is the highest court in the United States. What is the highest court in England? Whit.
The Exchequer, the Court of the Exchequer.
I'm sorry, I cannot accept that. Lancers, chance to steal this government's court question. The Supreme Court is the highest court in the United States. What is the highest court in England? Matt?
The Royal Court.
I cannot accept that. We're looking for House of Lords. House of Lords. Sports history for both teams. Babe Ruth is synonymous with the New York Yankees. Yet eventually they parted company and Babe was traded to what? Brian?
The Boston Red Sox.
I'm sorry, cannot accept that. Jaguars, your chance to steal the sports history category. Babe Ruth and the New York Yankees are synonymous. Yet they eventually parted company and Babe was traded to what National League team? Whit.
The White Sox.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Boston Braves. Boston Braves, who he was traded to. Both teams, fine arts, entertainment. What group of dancers made famous Radio City Music Hall in New York City? Brian.
The Rockettes.
The Rockettes is correct. Science, elements. Which family is represented by the following element? Lithium. Matt.
Alkali metals.
Alkali metals is correct. U.S. history for both teams. From which country were the colonists who settled Delaware? Walker.
Germany.
I'm sorry, Germany is incorrect. Lancers, chance to steal this U.S. history category. From which country were the colonists who settled Delaware? Mark?
Holland?
I'm sorry, that is also incorrect. Sweden. Sweden. Both teams, history, explorers. The Dutch navigator Vitus Bering discovered the strait that bears his name. Peter?
The Bering Strait.
Sorry, cannot accept that answer. Lancers, you have a chance to steal this history explorers category. The Dutch navigator Vitus Bering discovered the strait that bears his name while in service to the Russians. What czar sent him on this expedition in 1728? Aiden?
Peter the First.
I'm sorry, cannot accept Peter the First. We were looking for Peter the Great. Peter the Great. Both teams, here we go. Science, medicine. Graves' disease is due to an excessive hormone production from which gland? Aiden.
Thyroid.
Thyroid is correct. Both teams, literature. Murders in the Rue Morgue is sometimes considered the first modern detective story. Who wrote it? Brian.
Edgar Allan Poe.
That is correct. You have opened up a sizable lead here, Shawnee Mission East 23, Blue Valley West 10. Both teams, general knowledge, fabric. What is the name of the Indian cotton fabric that bleeds? Walker.
Muslin.
We will accept that. Both teams, world geography for both teams. Of these four nations, which one has the largest population? Andorra, Liechtenstein, San Marino, Monaco. Whit.
Monaco.
Monaco is correct. Vocabulary for both teams. Parapsychology is the study of what? Avery.
False psychology, or what I guess would be superstitious psychology.
I'm sorry, I cannot accept that. Aiden.
Paranormal, like psychic things.
I'm sorry, I cannot accept that either. We're looking for extrasensory perception is what we're looking for. Both teams, fine arts. In what field did Pavlova excel? Sean.
Biology.
I'm sorry, cannot accept that. Lancers, do you have a chance to steal this fine arts category? In what field did Pavlova excel? Mark.
Gymnastics?
I'm sorry, cannot accept that either. Ballet dancing. Ballet dancing. Math for both teams. What is the greatest number of points at which a circle and an ellipse? Matt.
3.
I'm sorry, cannot accept that. Math is the category. Jaguars chance to steal. What is the greatest number? Sean?
4.
4 is correct. That an ellipse and a circle can intersect. Geography, history for both teams. In what city is the famous Raleigh Tavern, where Washington and Patrick Henry, amongst others? Whit.
Boston.
I'm sorry, Boston is incorrect. Lancers, chance to steal this geography history question. In what city is the famous Raleigh Tavern, where Washington and Patrick Henry, among others, met before the Revolution? Polly.
Philadelphia.
I'm sorry, that is also incorrect. Williamsburg. Williamsburg is the correct answer. General knowledge for both teams. On the flag of one Middle Eastern country, you will find a tree. What is the name of that country? Whit.
Jordan.
I'm sorry, Jordan is incorrect. Lancers, chance to steal this general knowledge question. On the flag of one Middle Eastern country, you will find a tree. What is the name of that country? Brian.
Lebanon.
It is Lebanon. Both teams, literature. Oedipus was the ill-fated king of Thebes and his name was employed in the psychoanalytical term Oedipus complex. What classical character gives her name to the female counterpart? Walker.
Electra.
Electra. Stumbled through that one. Nice job. Science for both teams. Genetics. Greg has type AB blood and Lisa has type O blood. If Greg and Lisa have a child, what is the probability that it'll be a girl with Sean?
1/4.
1/4, or 25%. World history for both teams. The last emperor of the Western Hemisphere was Dom Pedro II. Over what country did he rule? Peter.
Spain.
I'm sorry, cannot accept that. Lancers, world history is the category. The last emperor of the Western Hemisphere was Dom Pedro II. Over what country did he rule? Aiden?
The Holy Roman Empire.
I'm sorry, that too is incorrect. We're looking for Brazil. Brazil. Science, technology for both teams, and it is multiple choice. Typical transistors have semiconductors made of silicon or germanium, selenium, manganese, or titanium. Sean.
Germanium.
Germanium is correct. Fine arts, ballet. Who created Peter and the Wolf? Sean?
Prokofiev.
That is correct. U.S. government for both teams. What federal agency is responsible for policing the various stock and commodity exchanges in... Mark?
The SEC.
And that stands for?
The Securities and Exchange Commission.
That is correct. Math is the next category for both teams. Find the product of the quantity 3r minus 2 times the quantity r plus 6. Sean.
3r squared plus 17r minus 12.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Lancers, chance to steal this math category. Find the product of the quantity 3r minus 2 times the quantity of r plus 6. Matt.
3r squared plus 16r minus 12.
That is correct. That is correct. Both teams, music history, composers. When he first heard this wind instrument, Handel said, "Thank heaven it has no smell." Name the instrument. Whit.
The serpent.
I'm sorry, cannot accept that. Lancers stands to steal this music history composer's question. When he first heard this wind instrument, Handel said, "Thank heaven it has no smell." Name it. Matt?
The flute.
It's not the flute, it's the bassoon. The bassoon. U.S. government for both teams. What amendment to the Constitution assures the right of public trial in a criminal case? Matt?
The Sixth Amendment.
The Sixth Amendment is correct. World geography for both teams. The window to the west was St. Petersburg. It gave Russia an ice-free port in the winter. Aiden?
Let's go with Hong Kong.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Jaguars, it's the same question. World geography. The window to the west was St. Petersburg. It gave Russia an ice-free port in the winter. On what body of water was the city built? Walker?
The Baltic Sea.
Correct. Both teams, Shakespeare's the category. Shakespeare based which of his plays in part on Christopher Marlowe's The Jew of Malta? Peter? That is correct. Music history for both teams. Who was known as the father of bluegrass? Sean?
Louis Armstrong.
I'm sorry, cannot accept that. Lancers, you have a chance to steal this music history category. Who was known as the father of bluegrass? Polly?
Woody Guthrie.
No, it's Bill Monroe. Bill Monroe, a household name all across the nation. That siren does denote the end of our game, however, and we do have a champion entitled Shawnee Mission East with a score of 27, and Blue Valley West comes in second with a score of 19. Stay tuned, and we will do our trophy presentation just as soon as we come back from this little break. Well, welcome to our awards presentation for our championship game. Our second place finishers are Blue Valley West Jaguars with their coach Pam Fillingham. Coach, I know that you're very proud of your team's effort during the regular season and their great showing during our championship game.
Thank you. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
And our And our tournament champions this year is Shawnee Mission East, and our coach here is Nate Southwick. Coach, congratulations on a well-played regular season and a well-played tournament. Nice job.
Well done, guys.
Well, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us here on categories for the 2011-2012 season and tournament. I would also like to express great congratulations to Kristen Babcock, who's our scorer and timekeeper, and Jesse Barger, our judge and official scorekeeper. So join us again here on Categories next season as we will bring you the best and brightest minds of high school students all throughout Johnson County. Nice job, guys.